us a skinny guy.
Hello to guys, welcome back to another video, another thing. We are going to be going over this guy's video. So, oh my fuck. Just give me a minute and let me figure out my shit. So we got two of his videos we gotta watch. About the Jersey drone situation.
Hey, if you're a renter in Canada and you're struggling with heavy credit card debt, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000,
Don't care.
I just want to share some numbers with you.
They say it's not a bird, it's not a plane, but it is a topic of conversation and concern.
What the heck is going on?
Increasingly, more reports of drone sightings over the East Coast.
There's the drone. He's been there for about 15 minutes now. There's stuff spraying out of them.
Alright, so unless you've been living under a rock, there are drones, UFOs, the size of school buses in our airspace right now. Everyone is concerned, and honestly, I don't blame them. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a deep dive into everything surrounding this drone timeline. We're going to cover FBI and police response, news response, and also I will be showing you guys some videos of drones that have been recorded literally hours ago of me recording this video. Get ready, this is crazy. This isn't a conspiracy, guys. This is as real as it gets, and honestly, I completely understand why everyone's freaking out and the people want answers. So if you guys could do me a favor, please leave a like on this video and also subscribe to this channel, because by the time you're watching this, I will be on the way to New York. I will be camping out and doing live streams.
We're gonna skip this.
For that thing, please think about seeing these big
Ever since Thanksgiving, there have been thousands of reported drone sightings, mostly in the skies over New Jersey. Now those sightings have spread. Reports of flying objects have cropped up in half a dozen states in the Northeast.
I do want to mention something because I am from the Northeast. I live in upstate New York, and the Northeast at this time of the year gets absolutely freezing. And if anyone's ever used a drone before, you know that weather definitely affects drones. So whatever is out there flying for very long periods of time in this sort of cold has to be some very high level equipment, to say the least. So just keep that in mind as we go through all of these videos for the rest of this video.
Even here in New York City. And now what was a curiosity is raising some alarm among some federal officials. The FBI and Homeland Security Department have said these objects do not pose a threat to the public. In fact, some law enforcement officials believe they aren't drones, but planes or helicopters that are being mistaken for unmanned aircrafts. But despite that, some high-ranking elected leaders are demanding answers to what the objects are and who's controlling them.
All right, guys, so we have to be honest with ourselves here. We have to understand when something is being covered up or when we're just straight up being lied to. And this is definitely one of those instances. So apparently these don't pose a threat. However, there's no information surrounding them. And obviously people are afraid when something like this happens and it's covered on every single news outlet possible. Mass hysteria takes place. Everyone's freaking out, especially in that area. You probably want to let people know, like, okay, this is what it is. Boom. However, it's not going to be helicopters just flying over singles. They don't look like helicopters in the slightest. Yeah, just something to keep in mind. Let's carry on.
In the dark of night, the number of reported drone sightings in at least 6 East Coast states is now more than 3,000 and counting.
We saw blinking, like lots of blinking things up in the sky to the south, right over the ocean.
In New Jersey, unexplained drone activity was reported above a naval weapons station, while farther north, the FAA ordered temporary flight restrictions prohibiting drones over Picatinny Arsenal, where armament research is conducted, and over a Trump golf club. There's one right above us. But no one is sure how the oversized drones, some reported to be the size of cars, got there. At the White House, the National Security Communications Advisor offered this.
Many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully.
And a local sheriff seemed to...
Okay. Many are. What about the ones that aren't? And I completely understand that. Sorry guys, by the way, if I cough throughout this video, I'm dealing with pneumonia. It's on its way out, but
I don't have
please understand.
pneumonia or whatever he has.
There's a lot going on here that a lot of people are.
And by the way, this is another me doing a reaction video to all these videos, just so you guys know. It's the Redneck Jack. So yeah, we are kind of trying to figure out what's going on in New Jersey and New York and stuff as well.
Trying to almost discredit as, hey, it's just this, you know, but there's always more to the story. And they can say, oh, some of them are, you know, military operated, or some of them are, you know, US owned, and, you know, there's nothing to be worried about. But what about the others that aren't? What about the others that are literally in strange shapes with like 3 points, and they don't look like helicopters, they don't look like any sort of like jet, you know? So what are we dealing with here? That the thing is, this is what people are looking for. They're looking for answers.
Also, airplanes have to have over a shit ton of lights. Like, more lights than you can imagine. There's like probably 12 or 15, more like 23 lights on an aircraft.
All people want, but
Credit the credibility of a covert operation.
If they didn't put their lights on, no one would be looking, right? Right. They're putting their lights so they want you to see.
But some politicians want to know more.
The fact that the federal agencies responsible for briefing the public have not come forward in a clear way is unacceptable.
Yesterday, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy wrote a letter to President Biden asking for federal resources to figure out what's going on. And senators from New York and New Jersey signed a joint letter to the FBI, FAA, and Department of Homeland Security.
If you don't know whose it is and who's flying it, you have to take it down.
Well, that sentiment from New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand echoed by President-elect Donald Trump. He posted on Truth Social that the government should let the public know what the objects are or shoot them down. Experts caution the public should not take matters into their own hands. Shooting down a drone or any aircraft is a federal crime.
we're actually going to be covering that later, because people have actually been shooting at these drones, like, themselves, with their own guns, which is crazy. But yeah, we'll be covering that as well. It's just so crazy, the severity of what is going on. This is getting into the president's hands, the FBI's hands, and it makes you wonder, like, where is this going to go from here? Because if this has been happening since Thanksgiving, and right now we're in mid-December, we still don't have answers. How long will this go along? I don't know if you guys remember,
16th.
but almost an exact year ago from today, there was the Miami Mall alien situation, right? And everyone kind of brushed it off as just like, oh, you know, it's just 70 police car units. You know, kids were fighting. Right. Anywho, let's continue.
They say it's not a bird, it's not a plane, but it is a topic of conversation and concern.
What the heck is going on?
Increasingly, more reports of drone sightings over the East Coast.
I mean, guys, look at that. That looks so strange. It looks like a fidget spinner. Like, what are we looking at here? You know what I mean? Like, what is it that's flying like that? You can't tell me that's a helicopter. You can't tell me that's a jet. So, what are we looking at? That's the thing. And why? Why for these prolonged periods of time? And
Most recently, Staten Island, New York. Elected officials pointed the finger at the federal government.
I don't believe that the United States of America, with its military capabilities, does not know what these objects are.
For weeks, residents in New Jersey have seen the mysterious objects overhead.
We saw blinking, like lots of blinking things up in the sky to the south, right over the ocean.
Thursday, National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby said the government has not been able to corroborate any of the reported sightings, and said there's no evidence they pose a security risk. Now, residents in Indiana are seeing them, and Connecticut too.
This is like the fifth I've seen.
Friday, first responders in New Jersey headed out in daylight to investigate a possible downed drone, but left the scene without recovering anything.
Cover up.
Strange.
The Pentagon confirmed they are not U.S. military drones. Drones are legal in New Jersey for recreational and commercial use, but are subject to FAA regulations and flight restrictions.
See, that's so weird. We're getting certain, political figures saying, they're ours. It's nothing to worry about. Then you have the Pentagon saying, no. So there's a lot of mix-up here, and this plays a huge part into why people are so damn confused and worried. And
they're trying to cover shit up.
A lot of people are out here in New Jersey right now investigating this, and honestly, I'm really upset that I'm even dealing with pneumonia in the first place, or else I'd be there. I will very soon. But what's really crazy about this is how this started, like they said, around Thanksgiving time, but it's really picking up as of lately. Like this last week is when everything's kind of, you can't go on any news site, you can't open any social media without seeing something about this. Now, people are uploading videos about this by the hour, and as a matter of fact, the video that I'm about to show you right now is of a drone allegedly spraying something in the air, and this was recorded at the time of me recording this 2 hours ago. Take a look at this. So apparently this TikTok user was live on TikTok, and then the live got suspended out of nowhere, which is strange in itself, but let me show you the video.
Well, my live was suspended, guys, so there's the drone. He's been there for about 15 minutes now. This is freaky. So there's stuff spraying out of them. This is new to me.
It's literally just floating there.
This one's really close. And then there's others flying around it. But this one's right
like
here.
Like a central one.
And I don't know if it was this exact one, but multiple, there's about 3 surrounding them right now. And they are spraying things. So, that's the freaky part. There's stuff coming out of these drones now. I got kicked off my live. So, this one right here has been standing here for about a half hour now. And there's another one surrounding it.
Others surrounding it.
Yeah, and it's just there. There's no police around it. It's just there. And there's multiple ones around it.
What are the police gonna do in this type of situation? Like, that's what you also have to think about, too.
This is really scary.
The thing is, too, she mentioned there's no police around it, but, genuinely speaking, what are the police what can they do about this? You know what I mean? People are saying shoot it down. Maybe you shoot it down. I don't know.
Don't shoot
But at the same time, you don't know who owns it. You don't know what use it has. God forbid you shoot down some very important person's aircraft, and now that's going to hurt. But that's just so strange to me, because this was recorded literally hours ago, guys. And it's not like she's in the middle of nowhere or anything. If you look back in this video,
there's buildings around.
Back porch patio. You can see other houses in the background. This is just flying above their houses. That's so strange to me. I don't know. I'm genuinely curious what you guys think. Please let me know. So we clearly have a lot of footage of the UFOs in the sky. But at the same time, we also have some footage of some crash sites of these UFOs. And the crazy part is, some people even tried to get into these crash sites. One guy in particular, Garrett, he actually made it to one of the crash sites, and he recorded what he encountered and also what some of the people in the area told him, and it was very strange. I want you guys to listen to this and let me know what you think, because honestly, this kind of rubs me a strange way. It's really weird.
I am literally right where the drone crashed earlier today at 7:30, I think. The drone crashed in this parking lot. We've talked to a bunch of locals that have all said this is where it crashed. We went into the store, tried to ask the employees, and he said, I have to call corporate. There's nothing they can tell us. And then, we talked to a bunch of other people that lived in the area in Lowe's, and they were like, oh yeah, they said they didn't find anything. But there were 5 fire trucks. I don't know. We've been literally driving all over New Jersey trying to figure out what's actually happening. And there's a lot of lights in the sky. But I think they're just planes. They're either planes I think it's our government. That's my best leading theory right now. Then they're hiding something from us. But if you want to see the full video, it should be out in a day or two on my YouTube channel, and I'll try to keep posting on here. But this is literally where the crash happened, and none of the employees will talk to me. Crazy.
That is so crazy. So basically, they were told not to say anything. If they're telling him to go to corporate, or they have to call corporate before they could even, consider saying anything to him. And like I said before, this reminds me of the Miami Mall alien situation, because I actually went to Miami and I talked to some of the storefronts in that general area, and all of them said, we are not able to say a word. The police told us we can't say a thing. Strange. Really strange. Let me know what you guys think. So the next thing I wanted to take a look at was an actual interview with a drone pilot and his thoughts on everything, because this puts a lot of things into perspective for you. Someone who is very intelligent and very informed surrounding these sorts of aircrafts. Take a listen.
Drones should be red and green. That means they are connected to the controller.
Like everyone else in New Jersey, drone pilot Mike Anella is trying to decipher the recent mysterious sightings.
This, solid green. That's highly unusual.
He's been using commercial drones from his own business, New Jersey Drone Shots, to take video of the unidentified craft. Some turn out to be just regular planes flying into Newark.
We could tell by the tail and the logo it was a United Airlines flight.
But others he can't explain and says they're not ordinary drones.
I won't even think how to transport them. They're huge. They're the size of cars. The light pattern is very unusual, and the way that they're flying so low is non-understanding.
He also doesn't understand how they managed to stay airborne for so long, especially now.
It takes a lot of more power to operate a drone in the cold. I can get about 45 minutes in the air just hovering with my drone. These drones are up in the air for more than 2 hours.
Perhaps the most puzzling part is why we still don't have answers. Anella says the skies are closely regulated, and flying over a sensitive space like Picatinny Arsenal would attract attention fast.
If I took one of my drones over one of those areas, I would have law enforcement on me in probably 10 seconds.
Until we know what's going on, he's cautious about where he flies and hopes it doesn't impact his business.
We want answers. Because effectively, I want to make sure I could feel safe to fly.
And understandably so. I completely get it, man. And the thing that he mentions too is he's talking about the structures of these aircrafts. And, I've purchased very expensive drones before for some of the footage that I've filmed. And even drones that are pushing several thousands of dollars, they, like he says, last about 45 minutes-ish, maybe an hour if you're lucky and good weather and whatnot. The craziest part about all of this is because most drones, even those very expensive drones that I just mentioned, if you try to set them up to fly in an area where you're not supposed to, like a no-fly zone or just a military area, etc., it literally won't fly. It won't get up off the ground. If anything, it'll get up like a foot off the ground and come back down because you can't, right? So whatever's up there is able to either bypass this or has authority to do so. And both of those scenarios are pretty damn crazy. And it really makes you wonder. And to hear this from a guy who's very specialized and intelligent in this sort of field, man, it really puts a massive question mark on everything. I'm telling you, I don't know. And because of all of this that we just covered, this has sent the United States, and as a matter of fact, a lot of the world, in a state of panic. Because no one knows why this is happening or who is behind any of this. And it surely doesn't help when strange things are occurring at the same time that truly just don't make sense. Like strange messages coming through on radio stations in states like New Jersey that are, encountering all of these drones in the sky. So take a look at these. I'm very confused about this. As a matter of fact, there are several videos covering this on several different radio stations about these strange sort of messages, and they sound very...
This is heavy. It's warm, loads of pockets. I'm impressed with it. This is the best skin.
Very similar, so let's take a look at these.
What the fuck? Oh my fucking god.
That's so weird because, one, if it was some sort of like janky signal, you'd be hearing some sort of, static behind it. But it's so clear, one, it is very distorted. You could barely hear anything. But with her talking in the background mixed with this, you can tell that the audio itself in the video isn't being distorted. It's the audio coming from the radio station, which is really strange. I want to just take a, like...
What the fuck?
This is so weird. If anyone can play with this sort of audio and let me know what it says, maybe if you speed it up, slow it down, do some sort of magic.
So I've already tried to slow it, like I've slowed it down before, like I've watched this video before. Slowed it down, you can't get anything from it, so. If anyone can do that, I would love that video.
Let me know. I'd appreciate it very much. But this isn't the only instance of this. Like I said, there's several. For example, this one. It's identical. I mean, we're on New York State's Christmas station. That doesn't sound like Mariah Carey to me. That sounds horrifying. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning for me right now. That's terrifying.
For me, it's 1906.
Two, it's crazy how clear it is. Like there's no sort of like signal interference at all. It's just so clear. But what isn't clear is like what's coming through. I just truly don't know if it's being, like, if the pitch is just so low you can't understand what's going on or what's being said. If anything's being said, I don't know. Like I said, if anyone could do some sort of editing magic, I'm going to let it play one more time. I'm really going to listen, but I'm also going to be quiet so you can work your magic, if anything. It sounded like it said something towards the end there. It was almost like a couple of words. I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing it. I don't know. I'm probably losing it. But that's so freaky. Now, here's the thing. If you were to experience this on any ordinary day, right, you're going to be like, wow, this is weird, right? And you might change the station, right? But when this is going on, and then you have literal UFOs, drones in the sky, it's pretty damn weird. And I always say, how many coincidences before it's no longer a coincidence? You know what I mean? Very strange. Very strange. So remember how earlier some people were calling for these drones to be shot down? Well, some people were assuming that that was some sort of like passive-aggressive sort of invitation. Some people took it quite literally, like this fella right here. Missed by about 20,000 feet, but... what's crazy about this is, imagine that wasn't a drone and that was just a casual plane flying in the sky. And imagine this guy actually connected one of these shots. The amount of shit that this guy would get himself into because of that is genuinely insane. So it makes you realize how serious these people are taking these drone sightings, because, I mean, this is wild. This is genuinely crazy to do. To each their own. But once again, like, we genuinely don't know what that is up there. You know, if some people are saying, oh, it's, you know, nothing to be worried about, it's all good. But then some people are like, I have no idea. You know, that's the difference here. And this guy was just like, you know what? I heard him say shoot it down. But
oh, he got a few hits on it.
bro, he's going.
Introducing our all-new 360-degree view inventory. That means you can click on any vehicle on our website, spin it around.
Going for the kill.
The kill shot.
The takedown.
If you had a sniper scope, you'd be freaking balling.
My guy's doing this on a residential road. There's a car driving. Did he just do that from his porch? Well, this is America, I suppose, but that's crazy. Bro did that from his porch. There's a house across the street. Hey, listen, that's crazy, but, I mean, some people said, shoot it down. When you say something like that, some people will take it literally. So, yeah, I don't know. This whole drone thing is so strange. You know, when you mix everything together, you have something that's just so unexplainable, and it's really hard to pinpoint where to even go from here. You know, it's really hard to break down, because there's so many people out there right now, so many people investigating, so many people looking, but the problem is if you look too far in, you can get yourself into some severe trouble. The problem is if you put up your own drones in areas that you're not supposed to, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. But then you get all of these sort of mixed signals, like, oh, we should be shooting them down. Then you have some fellow like this. But then there's just so many mixed signals here. And I truly feel like something's being covered up. It's also pretty crazy that recently someone literally just killed a CEO on the street in New York and almost got away with it, kind of. But now this whole situation is crazy, and then this happens, and like I said, it's just strange. Some people are claiming this to be a cover-up for that. Some people are claiming all sorts of things. I don't know. And that's where I want you guys to come in. Please chime in down in the comment section below, because I will be following up on this. I will be making several videos about this topic, this entire UFO drone situation. And I'll be diving deep, especially when I go out towards New Jersey. I'm thinking a couple more days once this pneumonia officially leaves my system, steroids do its thing, and I'm good. But yeah, probably by the time you're watching this video, I will be on the way to New Jersey, and I will be firing up some live streams soon. I will be meeting up with some good friends, and we will be having a lot of good equipment to use while we do our deep dive and investigating. So, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the future videos and live streams that are coming surrounding these topics. Smash the like button if you enjoyed.
Now we go to the hour-old video. It's 33 minutes. We're gonna watch the full 33 minutes.
What the hell? Okay, something's going on. Something's going on. What is that next to it?
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
He is spraying the sky again. Bro, this is crazy, man.
Some of the FBI agents that have been assigned to look into this have reported drones flying over their home.
can't turn on the TV or even scroll through social media these days without seeing headlines about the mysterious drones flying over New Jersey. But what's really going on? Are they government operated? Are they operated by other countries? Is it Project Bluebeam? Aliens? I honestly don't know, but the thing that I do know is that this is not a conspiracy, guys. This is as real as it gets. In this video, we're going to be diving deep in the strange phenomena of the New Jersey drones. From the theories to the facts and everything in between, we're going to be covering it all. If you could do me a favor, please leave a like on this video and also subscribe to this channel, because by the time you are watching this, I will be on the road to New Jersey to film and live stream in many hotspots where these drones have been sighted, and also some crash sites where these drones have fallen. And yeah, you guys do not want to miss that. So make sure you guys are subscribed. And please, comment your thoughts and theories down in the comment section below. I'm genuinely curious as to what you guys think. I mean, this is probably the craziest event of the year. I mean, 2024 has been crazy in itself, but this definitely takes the cake. So, yeah, I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. Let me know down below. So the first thing that I wanted to take a look at with you guys was the most recent Pentagon response to everything. This is crazy.
These are not U.S. military drones. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct? That's right. It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
From the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water.
Okay, so that's a lot to uncover.
Them following through the water is something, because that also does say something about where these drones are coming from. Water.
Really quick. No one has any idea what these drones are, but there's so much attention surrounding it where it almost feels like there's such a cover-up happening, and I don't know. That's why I'm genuinely, I'm so torn on this entire situation, right? Because now, at this very moment, there are many people out there in New Jersey, and actually many states neighboring New Jersey, doing their own sort of investigating, flying up their own drones and all sorts of things. But
helicopters and stuff.
These drones that are in the sky, these unknown ones, the UAPs and UFOs, they're different. Just to put it in perspective, up here on the Northeast, it's very cold right now. And, you know, a $2,000 drone that you can go and buy at Best Buy could last about 45 minutes in the air. But these drones that you see flying in New Jersey, for example, people claim are the size of small cars. And not only that, but they're in the air for several hours, some even saying 6 to 8 hours. I don't know, but also, if you don't know what it is, why isn't anyone investigating this? Why, when, you know, eventually what goes up must come down, right? So why aren't the police there just like, we'll just wait till it comes down and then we'll let everyone know what it is, to stop the mass panic, to stop the mass hysteria? That's my whole thing on this, is they're not helping in the sort of the panic surrounding this. Like I said, you can't turn on TV or look at social media without seeing something surrounding this. Like, I saw a picture of Aaron Rodgers today that was posted on Bleacher Report. He was just going through it on the bench, and the top comment was, he's just thinking about the drones. You know, like, this is everywhere. It's taking over everything. But yeah, let's get back to this video.
6-foot drones that are somehow evading our detection. They are not being detected.
They're saying no threat, but how the hell do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know what it is. They don't know where it come from. They don't know nothing.
They know that they can't track them. They know that they don't emit a signal. They know that they can't see them when they turn their lights out. They also indicated that they don't know where they come from. They don't know where they go to.
One family claims they followed a drone in their car, and while it hovered above them, the clock in their car changed times.
Some of the FBI agents that have been assigned to look into this have reported drones flying over their home.
It's right here over Picatinny. There was a drone just hanging out. I put my drone up in the air and went towards it. I had full battery life. Not 3 minutes into the flight, I lost control of the drone. warning on my screen, lost control, and my drone started going down dead.
These are fully charged batteries. It's 2 batteries that have died within seconds, and the drone went up and, like a couple feet off the table, and then came right back down.
Okay, you see it? You see how it goes?
That's weird. Because it must have some kind of thing to drain the battery to charge up the drone itself.
See how it goes? And then it becomes a spacecraft or aircraft or whatever you want to call it.
What the fuck is that, bro? Did this get smaller?
What is that?
Bro, what?
Above the ocean, and it was low, very low, but so bright and so clear, and it was huge. Like when you...
I'm concerned. I issued a letter to ask for more information, and I think there should be a lot more transparency about that.
Can you guys
Yes.
make more sense? Because I think people in New York and New Jersey see drones the size of an SUV over their house every night and think that that doesn't make any sense.
I understand why people would be looking at this and being concerned about it. We're concerned about it too, which is why we have the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI. My goodness, looking at this, and we're taking it seriously.
Now, I'm glad that they're saying that they're taking it seriously, because what that lady just said is very true. It is alarming, having these sorts of aircrafts above your own house, the size of cars, every single night. It's alarming. And I would hope that, the Homeland Security and FBI would be taking it seriously, because it just doesn't... It's so strange. But, it's also really strange to me?
Can you make me one too?
This happens in every single scenario involving this. It almost is as if every single video that is recorded of everything in the sky is recorded with a flip phone. Guys, everyone has one of these. What are we doing? But I also want to mention a lot of people are also having issues with their own drones. Like I said earlier, a lot of people are out there in Jersey right now attempting to fly their own drones and take matters into their own hands, if you will. Well, I've invested thousands of dollars into drones for some of the videos that I've filmed in the past. And if you take it to an area that is a no-fly zone, for example, close to a military area or just areas you're not allowed to film in, sometimes the drone literally won't get off the ground. It might for a foot and then come back down. It's not allowed to fly there. So these drones that are in...
What are your thoughts about the Jersey drones?
I don't know.
You haven't heard anything about these?
I have. It was no big deal to me. It doesn't affect me any. The fucking drones being flown around. So what?
No one knows what they are. We apparently know what they are. They could be UFOs for all we give a shit. But
chances are they're probably fucking drones, people fucking around.
But they can't be spotted. They can be spotted, but if you zoom in, they're just a orb of light.
Okay. That can be easily fucking done, man.
They can't be tracked.
Okay. It's... I'm telling you right now, dude. It's fucking... It's no different than crop circles. Oh, such a big thing, crop circles. And that was just a bunch of college buddies that were fucking faking it. Right? It was...
in the sky, they're able to bypass that no problem at all, which raises a lot of eyebrows. You get what I mean, guys? Do you understand why there's so much craze surrounding this? Because I get it. At first, I didn't. I've been dealing with COVID and pneumonia the past 2 weeks. It's on the outs right now. But I've done a lot of research on this. And at first, I'm just like, okay, this is another alien sighting or something like that. But no, this goes a lot deeper. This started back in Thanksgiving. We're in mid-December right now, and it's picking up more now than ever. This is insane. Genuinely insane. Let me know what you guys think. And like I mentioned, this has been going on for over 2 weeks now, and there are still sightings happening at this very moment. Literally, this next video that I'm going to show you has been recorded an hour ago at the time of me recording this. This is insane. Take a look at this.
What the fuck is that? What the hell? Okay, something's going on. Something's going on.
I mean, look at the shape of that.
What is that next to it?
Yeah, and the thing next to it, too.
What the fuck?
A part of me is starting to maybe think like that red drone is someone's drone, like someone here putting it up, like police or something like that, and the one above it is the unidentified drones. I don't know. That's not accurate. I am just saying my theory because that red drone is really low. It's kind of weird. And oh my God, look at that one going.
And it just flies away like that. That's so weird. That is bright as all hell too. I don't know. So her theory is that the red one is someone else's drone, like a civilian drone, while as the white light in the sky is just is the UAP, for example. I actually don't know here because you could almost argue that it's either or it's both, or it's neither. You know what I mean? But this is so strange because if you look in the beginning of the video, you can see that they're on some sort of like patio or back porch, front porch kind of thing. This is happening literally above people's houses, and that's scary. I honestly can't imagine that, like having my family in a house and then I have a car-sized aircraft above my house, just like, yeah, we don't know what it is though. Should be fine. Yeah, no, I'd want answers too. I mean, hell, I'm not too far from Jersey. I'm from upstate New York, and we've actually had sightings in this general area as well. Not as much as New Jersey, but hell, man, I don't know. I feel like there's not enough happening on the U.S. side of things. And that's what kind of messes with me a bit, because I'm not trying to be a tinfoil hat person right now and say, oh, yeah, it's 100% Project Bluebeam, or, you know, it very well could be. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just torn on exactly, I don't know, man. I feel like there's definitely some sort of cover-up happening. We'll get into that a little bit later because I have my own theories on things, but we'll get into that in just a sec. So these drones have been going on for a while, but something new that has kind of popped in recently are these orbs in the sky. And this is very strange to me because a lot of people have been recording these, and some people have even been zooming in with very nice lenses on their cameras, or even have these phones with 200 zoom, whatever. And it genuinely just looks like a ball of plasma. It genuinely just, it's so strange. A lot of people are saying it looks like some sort of portal in the sky, or I don't know. I want to show you this video, and I want to hear your opinion on this, because this is something that I can't even put into words. I can attempt to describe the drones, like, okay, yeah, it's an aircraft in the sky, and, you know, we just don't have the answers yet. Hopefully we will. But these orbs, I don't know if we'll ever have an answer to this. I don't know. Take a look. That's so weird.
The fuck is that?
Yeah, look how much this guy's zooming in.
This guy's got too much zoom.
Let's see if I can zoom in more. I know I
Please
can,
be
but my fingers
patient.
don't
I'm
work.
still in.
Sorry, guys.
Healing.
Sorry, guys. There we go. Let's see if I can zoom in.
Like, it genuinely looks like a ball of, like, electricity plasma.
That's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
It is, but it's
scary as hell, though.
Scary.
I don't know where it's coming from.
Can you talk to me? Can you hear me? Jesus loves me. Oh, you know Jesus.
Oh, look at it tweaking out now.
Jesus. Jesus is awesome, isn't he?
Wow. Look at that.
Yes, he is. God is good.
It's almost like responding to what they're saying.
God is good. God is good.
That's so strange. I don't know. I'm pretty torn on this. The thing is, a lot of people have been seeing these, like, all over and from different angles and different, like, methods, I guess. For example, this next video was someone seeing the exact same thing, but from a plane. Like, how do you describe that, guys? I don't know. Like, look at that. This one has a little bit more color to it. There's like red and green, it looks like, on the sides. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like one of those drones that...
And I get it. Like, I get why people are saying that it looks like a portal, because this one in particular looks like there's something glowing in the center, but then there's still like that sort of electricity plasma kind of thing on the outside. Dude, that is so strange. And this is something that has been picking up recently. A lot of people have been seeing this. Some people have even been seeing it coming out of like water, the ocean and stuff. That's, guys, I don't know. I genuinely feel like we're living some sort of like horror movie right now. You know, like some end of the world type of shit. I'm not trying to scare anybody, guys. It's giving me those sort of vibes, you know what I mean? Like the signs that we're getting right now are just crazy. But if you have any sort of information about these drones, these orbs, as a matter of fact, if you've even seen these yourself, you've got pictures, videos, please let me know down in the comment section below. I'd love to see them, maybe even share them in a future video. That's crazy. So the next thing I wanted to cover is people claiming that these drones are spraying things into the air. Now, before you make a comment on this, because trust me guys, I was probably on the same boat as you guys are at this very moment, but please watch this video first, listen to the information, and then make your comment, because it kind of changes everything. Trust me, this is wild. This isn't your ordinary, chemtrail or something like that. This is something different.
Look at this motherfucker. Look at him spraying. Look at that. Look at that.
A lot of people have been seeing this, by the way.
He is spraying the sky again. Bro, this is fucking crazy, man. Look at this guy.
That's crazy.
They're spraying the skies.
And that does not look like a plane. That does not look like a jet. That doesn't look like your ordinary aircraft, if you will. And there's several of them in the sky, as you can see. Like, this is crazy. Over people's houses.
Look, he just sprayed that. This guy. This guy just sprayed that.
Once again, I have some more information about this, because a lot of people have also been commenting and saying things along the lines of like, okay, this is either a jet, a plane, and these are contrails or chemtrails, and that's that, move on. That's the only explanation. It gets weirder than that. There are several recordings of this exact same UAP spraying this into the sky, and even all over New Jersey and neighboring states doing the same thing. But people claimed that were recording the videos that this aircraft did not appear on apps or websites like Flight Radar. So this aircraft was undetectable, one, and two, it's not owned by us. Or if it is, no one knows what the hell it is. But I'm genuinely curious. If there's a simple explanation to this, please, I'd love to know it, because, like I said, I was on one side and then now I'm on the other, but very open to hearing what you guys think down in the comment section below. And now, the biggest topic that has popped up recently, and a lot of people are actually siding with at this point, and they're claiming that this has to be what it is Project Bluebeam. For those who don't know, Project Bluebeam is a theory that alleges a secret government plan to use advanced technology to create a series of false events, including the appearance of a new messiah or alien invasion, in order to establish a new world order. Now, I know how crazy that sounds, but if you really look at certain events in the world, and you look at things like this, and then you kind of look at how the government responds to it, it definitely plays into people's hands that very well believe in Project Bluebeam. And hell, I don't know if I 100% do, but I'm almost kind of like, you know what? Keep feeding me more information because this is kind of making sense now, if you know what I mean. But take a look at this video that'll basically explain everything about that and this in general.
I walked out because it was worthless. It was the biggest amateur hour presentation I've ever seen about anything, okay? It was ridiculous. There were no answers. Every question that was asked by a member of the state legislature, great questions, no answers, no resolution. They don't know where the drones are coming from. They don't know who's doing it. They don't know why they're doing it, but they say there's no credible threat. It was...
If you saw in the earlier video of this video that you're watching right now, this guy was actually in one of the briefings. He participated in it, and now he's talking about just basically how there is no response to anything, and this is all just kind of just like not making sense, basically, because there are, I don't know. I almost feel as if, how many red flags do there need to be before alarm bells start ringing in everyone's heads? Like, okay. And now this gentleman right here, who is a New Jersey lawmaker, is also very upset. And obviously, you can tell how passionate he is about this because this isn't something small, guys. This is huge.
They don't know where the drones are coming from. They don't know who's doing it. They don't know why they're doing it. But they say there's no credible threat. It was annoying to be there. I drove 2 hours to be here today. Spent an hour in there. I got to drive 2 hours back. The biggest waste of 5 hours in my entire life.
So why do you think they called this meeting?
I have no idea. Why would you call a meeting and tell people you don't know anything? I have no idea. And then when the legislators would ask questions, there were no answers. Here's the most frustrating part. The colonel of the state police said that he had a helicopter of his flying above one of these drones, a 6-foot drone or something. I can't remember exactly what he said. And he felt unsafe for his helicopter, so he just let it go. Just let it go. Now, where'd it go? Who knows? You know, didn't want to follow it because he didn't feel safe. Is that not the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? I mean, honestly.
Do they have any idea of where these drones are originating?
No, they don't. They would. Maybe if they followed that sucker to when it landed, they would.
Right.
But they don't.
This guy's a genius.
This is a complete lack of effort, in my opinion, on trying to figure this out. This is not about ability. We have the technology, we have the people, we have the training, we have the resources, we have the money. It's just a lack of effort. I mean,
why?
I don't know. They should be saying, you know what they should have done today with productive use of our time, if they didn't know anything, come in there and say, hey, legislators, we don't know anything. But if you get us these 10 things, do these 10 things for us, and the governor calls in this kind of action, we can figure it out. Will you help us? And then we would have helped them. But instead it was just excuse after excuse, and we know nothing. It was infuriating, and I got up and I walked out.
You've been in the service, right?
Yeah, I was an attack helicopter pilot, Apache helicopter pilot in the Army, and I helped stand up the initial unmanned aircraft training battalion in the aviation sector of the Army. So I know a little bit about what I'm talking about, and these guys are not doing the job they need to do to figure out what's going on, and that is the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, and the state police.
And they're saying no threat to Americans.
They're saying no threat, but how the hell do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know what it is. They don't know where it come from. They don't know nothing. When I walked in here today, I was actually pretty calm. I was excited to be here to find out a couple things. I thought they'd be like, hey, listen, it's FedEx, trying to figure it out. But instead, I got the most ridiculous amateur hour briefing I've ever sat through.
First off, I love this guy. I love this guy's energy. I really do feel for him and everyone else who has to go through what he did. A complete waste of their time, a complete waste of resources, and just, yeah, we don't know, guys. Take care. Okay, when you hear that, the colonel was flying his own helicopter, he's right above one of these drones, and instead of, I don't know, maybe recording something, taking a couple photos, he feels unsafe for his own helicopter, so he leaves. And he felt unsafe enough to not figure out what it was, because he had no idea what it. So this is so weird to me, and this is why a lot of people are leaning towards the Project Bluebeam side of things, because it's like, okay, when you don't really get an answer from people who are supposed to be giving you the answers, it kind of just throws a massive question mark at literally everything you're thinking about, and it doesn't help. So guys, yeah, let me know what you think about Project Bluebeam in itself. Do you believe in Project Bluebeam? Do you think this is Project Bluebeam going on right now? Let me know. Now here's the thing, there are many people in New Jersey right now investigating on their own and, doing their own sorts of research. Now, and actually, I was supposed to be in New Jersey yesterday filming with my friend Omar. He's been making videos about this entire New Jersey drone topic, so make sure to go check out his channel and check out his videos because they're crazy, and he's really going in depth. He's actually investing a lot of money into some high quality equipment that should be able to see these drones a lot better, and he's really taking matters into his own hands. So make sure to go check that out. But pneumonia is a bitch. It's on its way out. But anywho, a lot of people who have actually been going and using their own drones and sending them into the sky have been getting in a lot of trouble for this. Obviously, it depends on where you use these drones because there are some no-fly areas, military areas, stuff like that. But it's just crazy to me how there is almost more response from authority to civilian drones versus the unknown UAP, UFOs in the sky. This is crazy. I mean, just take a look at this video, for example.
Welcome back into Live Now from Fox as we continue to track all of the latest. I want to bring you some breaking news in regards to some of these mysterious drone sightings that we have been seeing across the country. Taking a look here at a tweet from the Boston Police Department, they say this: 2 suspects arrested following hazardous drone operation in Long Island. Now, we do have a part of the statement here from the Boston Police Department as we just got this news just a little while ago. And it says this: on December 14th, 2024, at approximately 10:22 p.m., officers from the Boston Police Harbor Patrol Unit arrested 2 individuals identified as 42-year-old Robert Duffy of Charlestown and 32-year-old Jeremy Folkick of Bridgewater, Massachusetts. The arrests were made on Long Island, part of the Boston Harbor Islands, following a hazardous drone operation near Logan Airport's airspace. Both suspects face charges of trespassing with additional fines or charges potentially forthcoming. Now, that is just a part of the statement in the press release that was just given out by the Boston Police Department. A Live Now look. So Boston Police continues to say the incident began early that evening at 4:30 p.m. when a Boston police officer specializing in real-time crime surveillance detected an unmanned aircraft system operating dangerously close to Logan International Airport. Leveraging advanced UAS monitoring technology, the officer identified the drone's location, altitude, flight history, and the operator's position on Long Island. Recognizing the series.
Okay, so they could do all that. They could look at people's drones, who's flying them, where they're flying from, the flight pattern, everything like that, and then make these arrests, right? Now, yes,
why aren't they doing that with
I
the
agree.
UAPs?
You should not be flying drones over airports where actual aircraft is flying in and out, transporting civilians and stuff like that. That's a big no-no. However, if they can do that for ordinary drones, you're telling me that, by the way, this is a Boston police officer that works in surveillance, you're telling me that not even the FBI or anybody can do that for these UAPs? Do you see where people's heads are at? Because, you could easily just be like, well, they're unknown, no one knows. No, guys, they're not putting the effort into this. Like I mentioned earlier, these drones will be in the sky for 4 to 6 hours, for example, and then, they obviously have to land. What goes up must come down. They're just not tracking it. They're not going towards where it's landing and figuring it out. Stop putting an end to all this mass hysteria, right? But there has been crash sites. There has been several areas where some of these drones have fallen, but every single time that the police goes to investigate it, nothing comes out. I don't know, guys. I truly don't understand. This is so weird to me, but let's just listen to what else they have to say.
Risks posed by the drone's proximity to Logan's airspace. Additional resources were mobilized. The Boston Police Department coordinated with Homeland Security, the Massachusetts State Police, the Joint Terrorism Task Force, the Federal Communications Commission, and Logan Airport Air Traffic Control to address the situation. Members of the Boston Police Harbor Patrol Unit were dispatched to Long Island and located 3 individuals inside the decommissioned Long Island Health Campus. Upon attempting to make contact, the suspects fled on foot. 2 of the 3 individuals were apprehended and identified as Duffy and Folkick.
Guys, I don't know. Like I said, I'm so torn about this entire situation. I've been doing a lot of research into this, and as a matter of fact, this is my second video that I filmed on this matter, and just like I did in this video, I will ask you guys again, please leave your thoughts and theories down in the comment section below. It helps a lot, believe it or not. Like, there were many people in the comments letting me know that they have pictures, videos, or even links to additional information surrounding this whole New Jersey drone situation. And another thing too, a lot of people in the comments were also claiming that they seen these drones with their own eyes, and some even had proof. But what was also really strange to me was a lot of people were claiming to have seen these drones in recent time all over the country. Some people from North Carolina, some people from Colorado, some even from Indiana. But the strangest part about everything was it wasn't just from our country. There were people commenting from countries like Argentina and Brazil. There were comments in literal Portuguese or Spanish that obviously Google helps out with the auto translate, and they were also saying, hey, we see these drones in our skies too. So this is just so crazy to me because we're only getting a sample size of this like on our side of social media, but there's a lot going on that we aren't even like really seeing, and that's why I'm so very grateful for you guys, because you're almost opening like new doors for us, and we're able to continue making these videos and showcase some of the things that you guys have seen and encountered. So please, if you have any more information that you'd like to share or even see in a future video, please let me know. We've even had retired police officers and air marshals chime in the comments, and a lot of them have stated that the military would never violate airspace in restricted areas, so what you are seeing in the sky has no correlation to the military at all, which kind of throws a massive question mark at a lot of people's theories, because some people are like, okay, it is the government, it is the U.S. military, they're just covering something up. I do think that there's a massive cover-up going on. I don't really know what the hell is going on. And like I said, guys, we just had a public murder. We literally just had a guy named Luigi kill the CEO of a massive health insurance organization. And all of us, that was all over social media. Literally all over it. Now, it's almost like people have completely forgotten about that. I'm not saying that this was made to cover that up, but I just think it's pretty strange. I don't know, guys. There's a lot going on in a very short period of time that raises eyebrows, throws question marks everywhere, and really makes you think and wonder. So yes, that is my theory on everything. I truly think that this is a massive cover-up for something. I'm not exactly sure what for yet, but I think, you know, with things like the murder of the CEO and other things like that, there are many things that it could be. But without getting the answers that we are requesting and that we should be getting, I feel like there's just too much going on and a lot to unwrap. So guys, thank you so much for watching. So please, if you can, leave a like on this video. It's very appreciated. And also make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you don't miss my future.
So we're gonna be watching this guy's videos. I'm gonna watch this.
You will not believe what you can find at Michael's this holiday. I know, right? This powerful heater can heat up any room in seconds without the high electricity costs.
We're gonna talk a little bit, people. Never mind, we're not
Secret.
gonna talk.
This brilliant invention was...
What is up, fam? Hope you're having a great day today. Welcome to My Life Movie. We're going on a road trip. That's right, you and I, alone. Well, kinda, sorta, because I am bringing my dog Luna with me, so yeah, we technically won't be alone. I do have a couple of things to take care of. One is feed the animals, make sure that they're... I'll explain. But that thing right there. You know, medicine. One of... Alright, so... Go out the way, Mona. She's already eating it. Alright, there you go. Oh, there they go. They're happy. what they did to the last bale of hay. Hi, Lily. Hey, Ducky. On an adventure. He just wants to hang out. Hi, baby girl. So we're going to be doing some ghost hunting videos, me and Luna, on this road trip. It's going to be great. Whoa. Hopefully we get out in time. Right, Luna? Because crazy stuff's happening here in Florida. It gets really cold and really hot. Where we're going, it's going to be rather cold. We need to get Luna a Luna jacket. It's like a bunch of birds. I don't know if you can see that. There's like so many of them. Like the camera's not even doing it justice. Almost looks like Batman left the cave. Like you can't see it because the clouds are dark, but there's literally birds everywhere. Wish it wasn't raining so I could show you what's going on here. Much nicer in Georgia, letting Luna do her, doggy thing. By the way, don't laugh at me because I barely ever have Luna on a dog leash, so I could not find my dog leash, and I'm using a, I don't even know what this, I think it's for my jet ski. Luna, stop smelling all the other dogs' pee-pees. Yeah, this is like a dock rope, but I do have her harness. Go pee-pee. I'll go pee-pee. Oh, there you go. I do got my my little travel bags here. Had to be a responsible pet owner and clean up after your pets. Plus, no one wants to step in Dookie. Go in there. Good girl. That's a good girl. Oh no. Something wrong with my car. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Happened to my engine. Got this for Luna for some water. Luna loves water. She loves getting her whole face wet too when she drinks water. Where'd it go, Luna? Where'd it go? You just drank all the water. Luna, you're so cute. Do you miss Daisy? Do you miss Daisy? Yo, it got so cold outside. I am in North Carolina. I think I'm in North Carolina. I'm not far from very close to North Carolina. Still got about 9 hours or so to make it to our destination. I think Luna has to go potty. Come on, Luna. This is a Chevy Silverado EV, but I get to actually charge it at a Tesla supercharger. You just need one of these right here. This is a special adapter that allows you to charge to a supercharger. Thing is though, compared to charging my actual Tesla, it's slightly more expensive, and it's probably because, Chevy or GM, I think even Ford is doing a little bit of this. It's actually pretty cool seeing non-Teslas at the Tesla superchargers, because me being a Tesla owner, that's all you would ever see is just Teslas here. So now it's mixing it up. You see different cars. Like I see a Ford Lightning over there, which is the F-150, like EV. Look where I'm at. If you've never been here before,
Bucky's!
I'm about to blow your mind. Are you ready to go in here with me? Looks pretty normal right now until you get over here and it becomes the world's largest gas station here. They got pretty much everything here. Cowboy hats. Please. Look what I got. Oh, yum. Luna's got. Just charging the car. Luna, what did you do? Get in there. Come on, get in there. Clean up your mess. I can't ever buy you toys. Look at that. It was, So I started falling asleep on the road. It's about 1 a.m. Had to do 2 charges so far. I was about an hour away from my next charge, which should get me to my destination. I have about maybe 400 miles to go. But I'm tired. Been driving all day. Luna's pretty tired. Just finished cleaning up her mess. We look kind of crazy right now. Gonna get a little shut-eye. I'm here parked in front of a Wawa's or something. I think it's a Wawa's. I feel like I've been here before. But yeah, I'm really close to North Carolina. I think I'm in North Carolina, but very close to Virginia. And yeah, got a little bit more. We're going far north. I will explain towards the end of this video what I'm up to. It's very important. Quite terrified, to be honest. It's too late to turn back. It'd take me like a whole another day just to turn back home, but maybe my life might be in danger. Yeah, possibly. I mean, maybe I'm overthinking the situation. I am scared, but more so concerned. And things got a little bit more strange the more research that I'm doing. But we'll talk more about that. Oh.
And we'll also do research after these videos are done as well.
I feel like a vampire! Luna, look at the
And
sun.
I will
It's blinding us.
read some articles.
Yeah, Daddy has to take a Humpty Dumpty. Alright, booger. So it's very beautiful where I'm at. I think I'm on the border of North Carolina and Virginia, not far from Richmond. We still got a good maybe 400 and something miles to go before we make it to our destination. Didn't really sleep very much. There's a lot of banging around. I'm right by the dumpster. I didn't realize that, so they were opening the doors and closing. Like, look right there. It's right there. There's the dumpster. Put my backpack, and I put
This is what we need.
These future glasses won't improve your vision. Instead, try these self-adjustable glasses that are taking the world by storm. They let you achieve...
You just cruising, and you look over, and you're like, thank God I'm not in that traffic right there. All right, Luna, ready to come in? All right, there you go. This is our new house. Oh, it's cool in here. Whoa, hey. It's so cold. How do y'all live up north? It's so cold out there. I think it was 28 degrees or something. I guess we should turn some lights on, huh? Ooh, bunk beds for me and you, Luna. Look, Luna. Oh, Luna, look, we could play some chess and checkers. Yeah. Isn't this cool? Here, let me take that off you. Which room you want, Luna? I may have a guest coming to visit. Oh, there's 4 bedrooms. Could do a little cooking. No, don't drink from the toilet. Oh, no. That's blue water. No. Or maybe yellow water. No. I'll get you some water, I promise. Luna's like a big puppy. Check it out. Whoa, cool. All right, there's a little area where you can poo out here. Would you go potty? Do a little potty. There you go. You can go potty on the fake grass if you want. That's a little different. Based off of what I showed you, New Jersey, you are correct. And in case you're wondering what the heck I'm doing here in New Jersey, well, watch this.
Over the government's lack of answers on the mysterious drones flying over the East Coast right now, lawmakers spent this week combing through what little is really known about them right now. The Pentagon saying they're not ours. FBI and Homeland Security say they don't appear foreign or from an enemy. And there's been no threat to the public.
Let's hope it's aliens, because if it's
The
Russia
little
or
green men,
China,
yeah.
we have a very serious problem. And this is the issue. The government has now admitted that we are of the view that it's not a foreign adversary government, a foreign adversary of any kind, and moreover, it's not US technology, US government technology, or US military technology. This has been an event that's been happening all over the world, Marky. It started a few weeks ago in England, over 2 major RAF bases, Royal Air Force bases in England, but I'm getting reports from here in Australia, where I am, China, Russia, parts of Europe. There are sightings happening all over the world of extraordinary so-called drones or objects that appear to look like drones, and incredibly, the government here cannot give us any answers.
This is a huge talker of a story. Hundreds of sightings across New York and New Jersey, even a congressional hearing about what is going on.
Ocean County Sheriff has also used his drones, which unfortunately could not keep up with the speed.
They're flying over military spaces in Virginia and New Jersey.
So, yeah, this is a real thing that's going on, and not just here in New Jersey, it's going on all over the world. But here in Jersey, it's been going on for a month or so. People are really scared. Even the government officials here in the area, the state police, FBI, like, they don't know what this is. And I know that might sound crazy. At first, when I started hearing the news on this, I'm like, this is the U.S. government. Of course they know. And you know what? Maybe they do know, but it's not them. I don't think it is. I have my own theories on it based off the research that I've done. You're gonna have to wait for that video because I'm gonna dive deep. People out there, they're using their phone cameras to film these things. Most people don't even have a drone. I did bring my drone with me. I'm gonna try to take my drone up in the air and see if I mean, because here's the thing. I've taken my drone up in the air before, and it pisses people off. I mean, how is this not pissing off the U.S. government? I mean, they're flying these things right over military bases. I think our U.S. government does know, but they're scared. And that's embarrassing for them. And I think that their best answer is for them to say that they're investigating it. So hey, for my New Jersey fam, maybe New York City fam, I may do a meetup this weekend, but what I really want to do, and you want to be a part of it, hit me up. You can shoot me an email, theomargosh@gmail.com. I'm looking for some people in the area that have seen these things and have filmed them, even if it's with your phone and you have a really cool story about them. If you're not far from where I'm at in Jersey, I'll come to you. I may get a ton of emails and I'm not going to be able to, I'm just one person. It's just me and Luna on this trip. So I may not be able to visit with everybody. And please, for the love of God, do not lie and say, hey, Omar, I got this really cool story, yada, 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 just so then I come to your house. Like, I don't got time to be, like, I want to hang out. I want to hang out too, but I'm only here for a couple days, fam. I just want to work, get a really cool story, get a really cool video, get some excellent information for the people out there that are wondering what the hell's going on. That's what I'm here for. So please, if you can help me out, shoot me an email. Don't waste my time. And I say that with so much respect because I wouldn't want to waste your time too. So anyways, I'm going to be vlogging on this entire trip. I do have a surprise guest meet me up in a couple days. If you want to see who that guest is, make sure you have notifications on. Gotta go for now, but before you leave, give me a kiss. Peace.
He's a psycho.
This holiday, give yourself more convenience.
We're gonna rewatch this video that's 2 days old.
Hey everybody, Justin here with Vehicle Approval Center, and today I have some very exciting news for you. Introducing our all-new
And there's cops seeing.
This is the reason why I've canceled my internet subscription.
What if I told you that there's no such thing as no...
Are people really seeing something that our government cannot identify?
From some other species from another planet.
What I saw was more sophisticated than I ever imagined.
There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
This camera is gonna capture it. All right, fam, that is not the moon.
Moving at extreme speed.
What is that thing? It is so cold outside. Like, my dog doesn't even want to go outside. Is it cold out there? Beautiful blue skies here in New Jersey. It's cold. Boy. Drones, I'm calling them UAPs because that's what they are. We don't know what they are. So how can they know that they're drones? Because maybe they are sounding like drones. I mean, I've never seen a drone like this in my life, especially one that can have so much range for several hours at a time. I mean, unless these things are solar powered, they have to be receiving some sort of fuel to be in the skies for as long as they are. I was just watching a video this morning of a pilot witnessing one of these things out in Oregon.
We're seeing 3 or 4 targets. Yeah, there's all altitudes up and down. It's pretty crazy.
We're not seeing anything, getting lots of different reports out there. Some at 30, some all the way up to 50,000, about 3 to 4 different lights. Does it look like they're around your altitude now?
No, there's one way up high and one about my altitude. Moving in like a circle, like a corkscrew pattern. Just had another one show up about my 1 o'clock, about 1,000 feet high, zipping towards us and then back out towards the ocean. It's red in color, moving at extreme speed.
Roger. You are cleared to maneuver as necessary, left and right to avoid the UFO out there.
UFO! Wow!
They're drones. Most of them are using their phones, and I mean, I don't blame them. That's like the best camera that you can possibly use right now. The camera that I brought with me, and this is the camera that I use a lot in like my casino videos. I use them even on my like ghost hunting videos. It's the DJI Pocket 3. This does not have a zoom on it though. It has very stable footage. It's good in the dark, but it is not good for zoom. I do have like a $4,000 full frame sensor camera that is good in low light, like really good. This is good in low light too, if it had a zoom. But the problem with them full frame sensor cameras is you need a very expensive lens to attach to it that can show far away. One thing that I don't understand, and someone did bring a valid point, like in World War II, they had stuff flying in the skies and they shine these super bright beams of light into the sky. We're in 2024. Why won't they shine super bright lights into the sky? I may have the mystery solved when it comes to what this drone situation or UAP situation might be. There's all sorts of theories, and this one is possibly at the top of my list. I may make a separate video just based off of that. I'm here in front of Best Buy. I'm gonna buy a super zoom camera.
There's a lot of options for accessible baths and showers. This is one of my favorites, the walk-in bathtub. There's tons of options.
Camera. It's definitely going to be better and have more of a zoom capability than an iPhone or Android phone. Luna, you're going to have to stay in here and hold down the mothership. I think Luna's mad at me. I can't bring you into Best Buy though. I don't think they allow dogs. I'm going to capture it if your UAP. It's trash. SD card. Big money. This is kind of a hot spot for these drones or UAPs. Check out that place and let them know that Omar sent you. El Pache. If I get to see one of these drones again in person, this camera is gonna capture it, and it's gonna capture it clear. Let me demonstrate. All right, so this is the moon, and that's about as far as I can go with my zoom. I'm using an iPhone 14 Pro, by the way, okay? Now, let me show you what this camera looks like. All right, so this thing is not the best in low light, but there's the same shot of the moon. Now watch this. Whoa, that's insane. All right, yeah. Look how far away we are. Look at this. We're so far away. I see something up there. Oh, dang, look, it's the triangular lights too. All right, there we go. What is that? What is that thing? Oh, it just disappeared. Wait, where'd it go? All right, I caught something. All right, where'd it go? They're doing it again. Oh no, maybe that was an airplane. Yo, my iPhone's like glitching out. What the heck? My iPhone's never done this before. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing about the area that I'm in right now, which makes perfect sense as to why there is a lot of sightings of these drones, quote unquote, it's a mountainous area and it overlooks, I mean, it doesn't overlook, but it's not far from the water. So, I mean, like right now my ears are popping. So just to give you an idea, oh, I think I see something in the sky up there. What is that? Okay, that's not an airplane. Okay, I am using my Pocket 3 now, and just want to show you where I'm at. I'm at this field right here. We aren't far from Morristown. There's Morristown right there, and there's Staten Island. This is where I'm staying. I'm staying over here somewhere, right across from Manhattan. I mean, you got everything here. Figured this be a great place to kind of hide out and see if we can observe the skies there. But I am doing some driving around and observing everything. Right now I'm just kind of stationary looking at the skies, and this would be probably a good place to look too in Morristown because it's very dark here and the sky's pretty clear. I'm on X right now, just kind of looking at videos that people have posted, and this thing is like shooting. Chris from Massachusetts shared this as shared by a resident in Montville, New Jersey. How can the government say there is nothing to see here, yet it appears that this object is shooting at something on the ground? Is that a helicopter? Like a military helicopter shooting? Maybe it's shooting at these drones? Now this is one that a lot of you have probably seen. It's like a time lapse of these UAPs or drones.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's pretty weird.
He is spraying the sky again. Bro, this is crazy, man.
Okay, so this is something that I saw on my friend Casper Sight's channel. If you don't know who he is, go check him out. let him know that Omar sent you.
They're spraying the skies.
He was sharing this very same video that just came out today. And it's this drone spraying something. It looks like it's dropping some sort of that, or maybe it's coming up from the water, and that's like water that's coming up from the
Look, he just sprayed that.
the object, UFO. Now this is somebody on an airplane sharing one of these drones like up close. Now first of all, if you've ever been on an airplane before, if you've ever seen another airplane, it's very far away. They don't fly anywhere close to each other. Like, why is this flying object or whatever it is? I mean, if it was one of ours, it would not be flying that close to a commercial airline. So I went ahead and left that area because, yes, it was dark there and I was up on the mountain. However, there was a lot of trees that were surrounding me, and every time I saw something or I tried to point my camera at it, it would disappear. And I'm thinking maybe it's disappearing because I'm running into the trees after, but I don't know, it's just kind of weird. It just goes completely dark. I don't know if it's me with the camera, but I'm trying to find somewhere in this actual area that's open and there's not a lot of trees. That's pretty hard to find right now. I don't know if that's a helicopter. Gosh, of course I gotta be driving when I'm seeing these things. Wish I had somebody to drive with me. Oh wow, I see something else. See, I'm trying to distinguish the difference between like airplanes and helicopters and these things. And so far, like what I've seen is a little bit closer to the ground. And then I've seen things that are really, really, really far away that are just hovering. And I have seen that. That's one right there. It almost looks like a star. Found a really good place over a lake. And we're in Morristown still. Freezing cold outside, by the way. We're gonna need to go to the bathroom. All right, this is a really good area to see these UAPs. And I ain't gonna lie, I see a lot flying around, but it's hard to tell what's what. I mean, everything could be an airplane. I mean, who knows? I'm just keeping an eye on things that are a little out of place. But if these things aren't from this world, who knows if they've already figured it out that we're onto them and they're completely disguised now as airplanes. I mean, only the government's going to know at that point because their radar is not going to be picking it up. Oh, that's a beautiful area over there.
The
I
radar
did bring
can't
my
even pick
super
it up
zoom camera.
anyways.
Just a second ago, I saw like maybe 5 or 6 things flying over us. But I'm pretty sure they're all airplanes, like from what I'm seeing. I'm looking for low flying aircraft, like I saw earlier. All right, I hear geese like freaking out over here. All right. Not sure if that's an airplane or not. Zoom in a little bit more. This is actually a little closer to the ground. Oh wow, it just disappeared. Just like that. There's something over there too, but I think that's a star. That one's just stationary. Oh, wait, what is that? All right, fam, that is not the moon. Not the moon. All right, so there's the moon right there. Whatever this is in the distance. All right, fam, so I was zoomed in to whatever this is earlier with my camera that has a little bit.
As a small business owner or entrepreneur, you will likely get to a point where you're going to want to pursue funding to meet your goals for your business. But a lot of business owners don't really know where to.
A little bit more range on it, and it just started moving. And now it's actually moving. That looks literally just like a ball. That doesn't even look like an airplane. What the heck? Looks like a star just moving. Like, is that a satellite? Okay, just to give you an idea, like that is an airplane. Okay, I believe it's an airplane. Okay, I'm not 100% that what we were looking at was UAPs. I still think our best bet is to go by the ocean because supposedly these things are coming in and out of the ocean. Listen to this. And supposedly this was an officer. He said that he saw 50 drones coming off the ocean.
Is this some contagious mass hysteria? Or are people really seeing something that our government cannot identify? Our own Rich McHugh went out drone hunting in New Jersey. He did not come back empty-handed. Rich, tell us what you saw.
People are seeing things. I'm seeing things.
Hi, Elizabeth. Well, I got to be honest here. You know, when this story first came out a few weeks ago, as a resident of New Jersey, as a journalist, I didn't pay it much credence. I thought it would turn out to be a bunch of pranksters, and this would all be over by now. The experience I had last night, however, changed the way I feel about this story completely. What I saw was more sophisticated than I ever imagined. Take a look.
This was filmed just a few hours ago.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 lights, 6 lights.
Wait, that looks like an airplane.
But what was I seeing? We're here in central Jersey. We've been seen about 40 or 50 of these drones. In fact, there's one over my shoulder right there. One after another, these drones appeared in the night sky. If you look real close, they look like fixed-wing aircraft, about 8 to 10 feet wide, colorful, white blinking lights.
That is not a plane.
Definitely not an airplane, but what was it? Hours earlier, I was invited to join the Ocean County Sheriff Department. They launched their own drones to see if they could intercept the mysterious aircraft New Jersey residents have been reporting in recent weeks. The department says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones. Why do you think that is?
Wow, that thing has a thermal camera on it.
I mean, you know, it's not something that we've had our hands on. It's not something that we've experienced. Wow. Something they hadn't experienced until now. One of their officers called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Could you imagine a police officer dialing 911?
50 that came off the ocean.
50?
50. That was my reaction also. There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
And this is a sworn officer?
Sworn officer, yes. We contacted state police, we contacted the FBI, we contacted the Coast Guard, at which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat, and they reported seeing 13 following their boat, and then the Coast Guard also advised that they went over them about 300 feet and had a wingspan of about 8 feet.
Can you see one right here? Did I see the same thing that officer saw? I'm still not sure. What I can show you is this video. What I can tell you is I've never seen anything like it before. Wow. And more than a month since these reports started, the federal government doesn't know what they are either. What's your message to the White House?
My message: come to the Jersey Shore. I know it's wintertime, but come see what we see, and then, you know, maybe have a better appreciation for why our residents are concerned.
You know, the Ocean County Sheriff, that drone unit, they have an industrial-grade drone. They put it up. They were tracking one of these drones, Elizabeth, and they said this thing easily evaded them, disappeared out of thin air.
That's like what happened to us.
If this is not our military, then it's even more scary, and we need...
Like, every time I try to zoom into it, it, like, disappears. Did it in broad daylight, too. James shared this with me, and it seems pretty interesting. So check this out. This was from an anonymous person, but it says, drone mystery solved. The FAA Reauthorization Act of 2018 expires on December 20th of this year. So the federal government is literally using a terrorism, I don't know how to say that word, against you to manipulate Congress into passing the new HR 8610 Counter UAS Authority, Security, Safety, and Reauthorization Act of 2024, which will include appropriations of enhanced government powers to control you. And they're even going so far as to use it to push for acts of war against other countries. There's many organizations. You got the FAA, you got the FBI, you got the CIA. I mean, so many different organizations within the government. What if there's a certain government that is doing this, aka the FAA? And they're wanting to push this to pass certain acts. I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. I'm having an open mind when it comes to this. And I'm not ruling out aliens either. You could call me crazy, tinfoil hat guy. But I was watching my boy Casper site. He released videos just about every day on these New Jersey drone things. So he was mentioning in his video earlier today, let's just say you and I had the technology to go visit other planets, which we...
Are you a professional looking to immigrate legally to the United States? Today we're going to talk about one of the best...
We are
kind of do, but I'm talking about like, you know, far beyond.
Yep. We're going to pause this clip here and I'm going to do some stuff.